Bullet journaling. For those of you who did not see my previous attempts at bullet journaling, I will link them up above. Bullet journaling is the system. It was devised by a dude named Ryder Carroll. He has a website, bulletjournaling.com or bulletjournal.com, and he has a specific way of doing it. And other people have taken it into the level of artistry and gloriousness all over the planner and Instagram world, and I have tried it and have not. I'm gonna try again. I ordered this journal. This is the Scribbles That Matter journal. Mari Mundo was the one who got me turned on to it, and she's Mari Plans a List on Instagram. And the cover is this leathery cover, and there's some doodles, and then the paper has this like nice soft kind of hardy texture that I've heard can stand up to a lot of things. So I ordered this in these colors, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. Now, what I did last week, if you didn't watch last week's video, was I attempted to time track my week by just doing the to-do list on a planner pad and using highlighters to decide what time. And it worked out kind of okay to sort of see where I was going, and I'm back in my regular planner this week, but I decided I wanted to give time tracking a try in a slightly more, I don't know, structured way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to track in here, not my appointments and all the things, but what I'm actually doing, like by blocking it off by hours, maybe half hour, I don't know, testing and like using highlighters. I've got these mild liner highlighters, and I'm going to kind of just get a glance and see where my time is actually going. So that's what I'm going to do to start. I'm not going to plan my week out. This is hot mess bullet journaling, but it's going to start with just time tracking because I need to do that. And I figured it's a way to kind of ease into the bullet journaling situation rather than trying to go all fancy dancy right at the beginning and then being like, fuck this shit. Because that's basically what happened every other time I've tried. One of the things I like about this Scribbles That Matter is that it has this key in the front with like bullet codes and color codes. I don't want to utilize the index or all of this yet because I haven't decided if I like it or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with my color code on this notepad from Erin Condren, and I'm going to color code here, and then if I like it, then I can transfer it here, and if I don't like it, then I can try something else later because this is pretty and I don't want to fuck this up yet. And I know that you got to start somewhere, but you know, just go with it. Well, yeah. So I took me a little Post-it note of some things I know I need to track. I'm using this Uniball Vision Elite pen. It's rollerball. And I've noticed that this does not smear with the mild liners. That's why I'm using it. Husband. Think of that what you will, eggplant or not. Reading actual books. Farting around on social media, including, not posting things for business, but, just, binge watching YouTube and the like. These are my things. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things. I have 15 highlighters, so this will work. All right, so let's pick some colors out, shall we? We'll do the obvious one. And I'm sorry, I'm going to try and edit out all my sniffles, but if you catch them, it's allergy season right now, and I am a wreck. So green is an easy one. We'll do green for work. And then I'm going to do purple for husband, because purple is the color of eggplants. I'm going to do teal, or this I don't know what color it is, like kind of a tealy green for church. I'll do coral for housework. Maybe it's kind of like an orangey color of some situation. We'll do this color, whatever it is, for kids. We'll do this blue for laundry because it makes me feel blue when I do it. This color can be sleep. It's like another, like periwinkle. I have a whole list of the colors somewhere and I'm just not looking at it right now. We'll do this kind of orangey marigold color for cooking. We'll do this purpley magenta color for school. We'll do this bright orange for farting around on social media because it's super bright and it'll point out to me that I am farting around on social media. We'll do blue for TV, other blue. I'm not, there's no rhyme or reason to any of this. I'm just picking colors. And we'll do gray for reading actual books. So these are going to be my colors. The colors I did not pick are this yellow, this pink, and then brown. And I'm still trying to, I could have used brown for farting around on social media. Matter of fact, I'm going to change it. I'm going to make the brown be farting around on social media. Because it's farting around, and who the fuck thought that brown was the reason you need a highlighter anyway, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. All right. Was this that bright color? Yeah, okay, I'm pulling it over here. So the pink, the yellow, and the, whoa! And this orange are not going to be used for right now. Set those aside. Okay, so here is my color key. I'm just going to keep it on this piece of paper. I'm going to shove it in here, and that's what she said. And then I will use that as I track my time. And I think my experiment for now is going to be for a week, question mark. So we'll start it on this first page here. And the first thing we need is to draw a grid. So it's 24 hours a day, right? 7 days. So 7 columns, 24 rows. I have the feeling this is going to be more mathy than I wanted to do. So I'm going to count these like little squares that are kind of formed by the dot grid, because that's what this is, and decide how far it needs to go. Motherfucker. I didn't mark where I started. Okay, here's 24. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do half an hour blocks, but there'll be 2 per hour. Yeah? Yeah. Sorry, I'm saying yeah a lot. Okay. Count this way then. Okay, I think I have this. So this is my favorite ruler of all time, and I know I don't necessarily need it because I have all these little dots, but if anybody's ever tried to draw a line on dots, then you can agree with me that this is not as easy as it looks. I'm wiping the pen stain on this. Yeah, I'm neat and fancy. I am both of these things. It's 17. It's 17. It's 7. I'm just a mess just talking about this shit. Okay, it is 7 days with enough squares for 24 hours a day, half an hour, in half-an-hour increments. How's this doing? Any bleed through? A little bit of bleed through, but I'm a heavy-handed person. Do I want to draw lines? I don't know if I want to draw lines. I think I want to leave it line free. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the days here, and I'm going to mark the hours down this side. And then I think I'm going to transfer this to here. And then down here, I'm going to make observations at the end of the week. Here's my first obvious fuck up. I do not exist on military time, but now I am because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So this does include military time here. Shit. Now I'll just have to remember what time is what. Or I could just go 1. And this is what we do when you're me, because I know I'm never going to remember what military time stands for. All right, so those are the hours, so then I'm going to add the days. Now, I'm filming this on Tuesday, same day it's going to go up, and I'm going to start time tracking tomorrow because I'm already part of the way into the day. So this is going to be a Wednesday through Tuesday spread. But I don't have my kids next week, so if this works out well, I'm going to start again as some other day when I have because I share custody. So this is going to give me a look at both days I have the kids and days I don't have the kids. So I'm going to change it. This is just an experiment. I'm fucking justifying all this shit. Suffice it to say that this week is an experiment. After this week, if I decide the experiment is worth pursuing, then I will start it on a more logical day because starting on a Wednesday seems kind of janky to me. But we'll see how that goes. looking back, I would have centered the F, but that's a fucking nitpick, and I don't have enough fucks to give about that either. So here is my grid. We've got the days, we've got the hours, and then each hour has 2 spots. And then up here, I'm gonna write the week of. And I put week-ish because, like I said, this is a Wednesday through Tuesday week, so we will see. Here's my grid, and now I'm going to add my color code on this side. I'm going to grab just from the pile. This is in no particular order. These are so pretty, though. I love these colors. And look, here's a bleed update on how the back is looking on this Scribbles That Matter journal. So just, you know, just pointing that out. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna add some colors in. Like I said, not drawing from any particular order. Take a second while I'm doing this. I'm gonna turn that speed down a little bit because I'm curious. So it's been a while, like I said, since I did my hot mess bullet journaling videos. I basically tried for a little while and then was like, fuck no. And I'm curious from you, YouTube land. Not like, are you a bullet journaler? Do you love it? What was it about bullet journaling that you were able to really like glom onto? But more importantly, is there, more importantly for what I want to know, is there a planner type or system that people love that you're just like, fuck, dude, I don't understand, and I'm trying too hard, because this is how I feel about bullet journaling. So many people love it, and I'm just like, what? So, okay. So that's my like real question for you. Is there something you really want to like figure out, but you just haven't been able to yet? Because I'm curious, for your sake, and for my sake. I can't even tell what some of these are right now. Social media farting. I'm just gonna write that instead. That's my shorthand. And if you see this for the people who see this on Instagram who didn't watch this video, they're gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, don't worry about it. Only the cool kids who watch on YouTube understand what that means. I'm going by process of elimination right now because I can't figure out what some of these colors are. You look at this in this order and you think this is what my priorities are. That my husband's only above social media farting around reading actual books, but, you know, laundry rates that high. I mean, if this was the truth, sleep would probably be at the top of my list. And laundry would be at the bottom. This is going to be my setup for the week. And then at the bottom, I'm going to give myself an area to offer some observations after the fact. And I think I'm going to maybe not have this look quite so structured, kind of do some doubling up a la quirky heart on Instagram, just because it'll give me a chance to, I think observations is a long word now and I'm regretting this choice. Observe. Can I even spell? I don't even think I can spell. Oh no. Okay. Observations. So I'm going to try and do this. Now, how have I decided I'm going to mark my time? Because what I did on my, add some little arrows just to be more specific. All right. So this is going to be my time tracking for this coming up week. How am I going to do this? Fuck if I know. I think I'm going to just keep this open. Like the nice part, look at this though. This notebook, like it lies flat and the pages are numbered. two things I enjoy. Lies flat and the pages are numbered. So I'm going to leave this out on my desk. And whenever I do anything, I'm just going to go and I'm going to mark it if I remember. And if not, I'm going to have to do my best to guesstimate. Will these categories be sufficient? I don't know. Will I be able to do it for a whole week? Fuck if I know. But I'm going to try. And I'll try and keep up with posting updates on Instagram. And if you are interested to see a video next week on next Tuesday, or maybe, because let me rephrase, like next Tuesday, next Thursday, sometime next week, to revisit this and see how it felt. If you would like to see a video like that, let me know in the comments so that I'll know if if you guys are interested. If you're not, you're like, fuck no, Cindy, your bullet journaling shit is weak sauce, then I'll know. At this point, I'm just gonna cut this video off because I'm looking at this and I'm already feeling like my anus clenching up, like, oh God, do you want to keep going down this path? No, at the moment I need to walk away. And tomorrow, you and I, man, we're gonna be discovering how much time we want to spend together. That seems really strange, and I don't even have a highlighter. I should have pick the fucking brown for how I feel about bullet journaling and add another one for time with my bullet journal. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you